Hey and welcome to my channel. My name is Bob, and in my channel I talk about how to make money in a sustainable way, and once you make money, what to do with it. And today I'd love to talk about what will be the next big hitter on the stock market. What's the next Tesla? What's the next Amazon, Apple, you name it. Because I'm sure you know people who say, hey, I've made a fortune investing in Tesla or anything 5 years ago. Or maybe even people who made a fortune investing in a little startup called Apple back in the day. And I often get the question, it makes sense, what is the next big hit? In order to answer that, let's dive into a bit Tesla. Why did it shoot up? Could we have seen this coming? I see Tesla mainly as a battery company. Yes, they make amazing cars. One could argue they make the best electric car in the world. However, they also have this technology on batteries that is amazing. If we zoom into that, so why is that so important? Well, this little thing called global warming, this thing that we're doing to our planet. And it makes sense that we are seeing a transition from cars that are really polluting, so fossil fuel based cars, to cars that actually run on electricity. And Tesla right now has the best batteries. They are the leading company when it comes to that energy transition, when it comes to vehicles. So a lot of people early days saw this opportunity. They saw, hey, this is where the world is going towards, so Tesla might be the place to be. And those are the people who got in early. Those are the people who have major profits right now. And of course, the larger audience, once it started going up, they started getting fear of missing out, started adding and buying stocks as well to really bring that Tesla stock to the next level. Now, if we know that we can look at trends and try and predict where we as humans, as society, as world are going towards, let's have a look at what's about to happen in the next 1 to 5 years. Now, one of the main things that will happen, and you can be happy or sad about it, but one of the main things that's going to happen is we will have 5G. And we don't need 5G to have a higher resolution YouTube video you might be watching on your phone or on your laptop anywhere now. We need 5G, or we believe we need 5G, because more and more machines and more things that we have in our house will actually be connected to the cloud. So 5G will allow us to really go into the next level of the Internet of Things. We will have smart everything. We have smart TVs, we have smartphones, but our refrigerators will be smart, our curtains will be smart, every little thing that you can possibly think of will become smart, and will all be connected in this thing that we call the Internet of Things. If we see that this is going to happen, and I think that if you think a bit logical, you can be quite sure that the Internet of Things, that everything will be, all your appliances, everything in your house will start to become these smart machines. Then what do we need in order to have that? Yes, we need very good and fast internet connections, providers. The 5G, it's there, the providers are there. I don't see that being like the next big thing. But what do all these things need? Well, they will need chips. So I think long-term, a very important battle that you will see happening is which chip manufacturer will actually be able to produce on a super high scale at a very fair price, and of course at a high quality. Now, there's a lot of big suppliers out there right now, but there's a lot of room for them to grow. There's a lot of them investing in that tech right now because they see that this trend is going to happen. So one of the trends that I see happening personally in the next couple of years is the Internet of Things becoming bigger, and it means that chip manufacturers will be one of the big winners in the next 5 years. Have a look, pick one or two that you think will be the best, and that might very well be the next big winner. Now, what other trends do we see? Well, I already spoke about the thing that's happening to our world, to the environment, and the energy transition. This will have to speed up, right? We are seeing a faster and faster warming up of our planet, so we have to get rid of fossil fuels faster and really get that energy transition. So what companies can you find that have breakthrough technology, they might even still be in the startup phase, that are going to help this energy transition? They're going to help this big problem that we have in the world. Because once we find something or a business or an innovation that will help solve this problem, you bet it's going to take off. You bet there's going to be a super high demand. And with high demand, prices will go up. And again, we want to be before the whole herd, before everyone gets fear of missing out, like we saw at Tesla, and it really shoot up. So we have the Internet of Things, the chips, the smart appliances, we have the energy transition, and the last one that has already been happening, but even more, and that is connected to the Internet of Things, is going to be big data. every machine, right? If every machine has a chip and every machine has information and has knowledge about us, about the way that we do things, they are going to have very, very valuable information, and you will have parties and businesses actually collecting this information as big data, analyzing it, foreseeing trends, being able to sell maybe part of that, even though fortunately we have good privacy regulation. So big data companies will have an amazing future as well. Apple, Google, Amazon, so they're already very, very big companies, and any competitor which will enter the market will probably be bought up by one of those. So having a cool little startup, finding these startups which are processing big data in a good way, who have this little edge, are super, super interesting as well to look at. First of all, they might be bought out by the big companies, or more and more people want to go away from the big companies because we feel like they have so much power. So it makes sense that a new, smaller player who has a lot of eye for privacy and security will actually have a very good chance of entering this market. So I'm sorry, I'm not giving you this one little name that will be the next big Tesla, because if I can know, everyone can know, and then we'd already be too late. But I hope that this way of thinking will really help you in making good investment opportunities or good investment choices. Think about maybe ETFs in energy transition. Think about chip manufacturers. Think about what big change do I see in the world in the next 1, 2, maybe in 5 or 10 years. What companies will benefit? What startups do I see? What cool technology? It takes some time. You need to do research. If only it was so easy that I could tell you here right now, like, hey, buy this, you'll be rich in 5 years. But that's just simply not the way the world works. I've done my research. I've picked a few stocks. You should definitely do the same. I'd love to hear your thoughts on big changes in the world. And let's profit from all of that together. So I hope this was of value. If you've watched all the way to the end, you might as well subscribe, leave a like. It really helps me out, helps the channel out, helps me reach more people. I'm really trying to help people. I'm not selling you anything, and yeah, it would mean the world to me if you would. So I will see you in the next one, and I hope this was of value to you.